you realize Meg's story isn't completely aligning with the events that night. Would you continue to pursue this?
No, and this is my point. But how the case got pursued, the LAPD was not diligent. The eyewitness told you about an argument between two women, about that escalating, about a physical altercation between two women. How do you not ask either of those women about that? What the fuck? At this point, I don't care if we have video of everything that happened before the moments that Tory takes out a gun and says, "You people are crazy, everybody stop," and he fires in the air and a bullet ricochets and somehow hits Megan. The entire investigation is shit.
Hey, I have a theory. My theory says that the prosecutor omitted some of the behavior that night, and also narratives that played that incident, because of really the culture we live in. If in your narrative you're pretty much slut shaming Meg, you're also calling her drunk, even if she was legitimately a victim. These are things that kind of contribute, because think about her opening statement. Yo, she just insulted his music. He pops out a gun. Dance bitch dead. Come on now. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they didn't even want to acknowledge that maybe there was a situation where there was one guy messing with two women. One woman was probably upset at the other woman saying, "Hey, you've done this before." Again, that I think publicly that would make Meg, in this culture we're in, make her look a little bit like she's promiscuous, and maybe they're trying to stay away from that. But if you're trying to paint an accurate narrative of why she would be in a position where she could get shot, you need to say that. So, like, I can't see any other reason why they wouldn't use that info.
Listen, bro, a week and a half of this trial, and I truly believe, I don't understand how you don't ask two women about the fight that the eyewitness saw. If a gun went off and a man denies shooting the gun, and your only eyewitness says that this all started with two women arguing, escalation, two women fighting, I saw it, it was outside my house, and you interview the victim and you don't ask her that. Come on, bro. What? How am I supposed to believe your investigation at this point?
Hey, you were there and present for the federal trial for Youngboy. What do you think is more of a shit show?
No, the Youngboy trial, that's federal court. The judge did a phenomenal job. The attorneys were, the attorneys were phenomenal. Youngboy's attorneys were phenomenal attorneys. And the prosecutors, they were kind of like, the prosecutors, everybody wanted to get a go. It's like, hey, we got this big profile trial, let's give everybody a go. And so the prosecution's case in the Youngboy trial was a bit of a circus, because it was unnecessarily complicated by all these attorneys having a go. But that wasn't a circus. That was a pretty clean trial. It was very orderly run. This is a circus. Let's recap. We had a Hollywood starlet come in with VIP treatment that I've never seen before for a victim. The courtroom was flooded by media and PR and district attorneys who all seemed very much like they wanted to build the nicest, most warm environment for this victim to testify. We come to find out this victim should have been questioned as a suspect for crimes that night, but who cares, I guess. After the Hollywood starlet comes and testifies under all this fanfare, we get her best friend saying that she's not going to testify because she's going to take the fifth. And then they give her immunity, and then she testifies and apparently lies through her teeth all day, all night. The following day, we get an eyewitness who nobody knew. Apparently, this man was just 10, 15 feet away watching all of these events unfold. He testifies. Nobody can make sense of his testimony. Today, we get Tory not testifying. We get Quan coming. The twists, the turns, better than a Hollywood movie, man. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, definitely a documentary has to come out of this. Hey, so yesterday, apparently at the end of the day, right? I believe it's the DA, was it Alexander Bott? He was complaining saying he's getting bullied by the other dude.
Look, I don't know if he's getting bullied or not, but when you don't play your game, you start having little complaints. That man should play his game, and maybe he's not doing a good job of it. So he wanted to make a little record of personal insults that he felt were had. No big deal, nothing to see there. The judge really didn't entertain it. I thought it was childish. Yo, I got to dip back to court. Always a pleasure, my brother.
All right, yeah, we'll link up. We'll link up.